You see, there's something about relationship, dating, marriage that so many people don't, prepare for, right? They don't prepare for this thing. And when this thing comes, or when it starts happening, or when this stage, okay, there's like a stage, right, that many people don't prepare for in relationship. But when they get to this stage, because they've not really prepared for it, this stage, becomes like something stressful. It becomes, like boring. It becomes dull, and the stage can make them to do things they don't intend to do, right? So there's a woman, right? She's in love with her husband. They've been married maybe 8 years or something. And when you fall in love with somebody, right? This When you fall in love with somebody newly, you see everything around you just become easy. You feel alive, you feel happy, you are always happy. Anytime you wake up, the first thing that comes to your brain is that person. When you are going to sleep, you are thinking of this person as you are going to sleep. You always want to be around this particular person you're in love with, right? And if they feel the same way, about you too, then it becomes so magical, right? You guys can't leave your side. You guys can't leave yourself. If you guys are separated for maximum of 2 hours, you don't feel comfortable at all. You start chatting each other. You start looking for ways to meet each other, right? You see, but as sweet as this early stage is, what people don't know is that this thing does not continue like this. It will get to a time whereby you will see the same person that, you can't eat if you don't see the person. You can't eat if you're not heard from the person. You can't sleep if the person has not called you. You understand what I'm saying? Your day can't start if you've not heard from this person. You see, it will get to a particular stage or a particular time whereby you see the person, you start seeing the person as, like a family person. You understand what I'm saying? Like a sibling, like let me just say like family, hardcore family, right? Take for example, if your siblings, if you don't see your siblings, will you eat or you will not eat? You will definitely eat. You will live your life. You understand what I'm saying? But the person you love, right, at the beginning stage of your love, of you guys dating, right, of you guys falling in love, if you don't see this person, you can't eat. You understand what I'm saying? But whereas your siblings, you don't even care, right? So this stage is where people don't really plan for. This is the stage that people don't really plan for, because when this stage comes, you see, you fell in love with somebody 8 years down the line. That's romantic feeling you had towards that person. That's all those energetic love type shit. You understand what I'm saying? You feel towards that person 8 years down the line, all those things would have wear out. You understand what I'm saying? So even at this particular stage, you can even stay 28, no, not 28, like you can stay 22 hours, without even hearing from the person, and you don't even feel any out. You understand what I'm saying? You can be there, maybe 24 hours, you've not heard from the person you love, but you don't feel any out. You're just busy doing your things, you're just busy being you, right? And this where so many women tends to feel like there's no longer spark in our relationship. There's no longer fun in the relationship. And it's not like there's no spark in the relationship. It's just because you've become so used to this person. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how we humans we are. Right? Take for example, you have a car. So if you buy a brand new car, let's say you bought a brand new car. Let's take for example, 20 years ago when the Bugatti Veyron came. Bugatti Veyron came 20 years ago. That was like 2006, right? 2006, was it? I think maybe 2006, 2007, 2008, thereabouts, right? When Bugatti Veyron came, when they made Bugatti Veyron. You see, if you had bought a Bugatti Veyron then, that Bugatti Veyron would be the love of your life. You understand what I'm saying? It would be like you would totally love Bugatti Veyron, right? Now, Bugatti Veyron was made 20 years ago. If you still own a Bugatti Veyron now, right, the love you had for Bugatti Veyron, for your car, as at 20 years ago, that's not the same type of love you would add for that car again as at now. Because now they've made a lot of, Bugattis. There's the Bugatti Passport, there's the Bugatti Chiron, there's, all these electric Bugattis now. I don't even know their name, but they're electric Bugattis now, right? So let's take, for example, now the passports, the Bugatti Passport, right? If you've bought, or okay, you've been to the market, or you've been to where they sell all this Bugatti, now you are seeing the new type of Bugattis, right? You would definitely want those type of Bugattis, those new type of Bugattis, if you have the money to buy them. You understand what I'm saying? So these where ladies or people, I don't want to make it gender specific, but this is where people tend to, miss the whole thing. So because, the spark is no longer there in their relationship, they feel like, okay, the spark is no longer there. Let me go and chase a new spark. Let me go and look for a new guy. Let me go and chase a new thing. I want something different. I want to feel something. You understand what I'm saying? And then they break up with their partner, or cheat on their partner, or do something, that will sabotage their relationship with this old person, for a new person, right? Chasing the spark, chasing, the fun. But one thing they don't know that is fate. This new person you are chasing, 10 years down the line, you understand what I'm saying? The same thing would happen again, and then you chase another thing, and then you chase another thing. So there's this lady, right? She's seeking for help because this is where she is. This is the stage where she is now. The spark is no longer there, because she and her partner, they've been dating for 8 years, and she's seeking for help.
About 6 months ago, I entered an affair with another man.
Okay.
It was started out as something fun. I know that's stupid, but it turned into something a lot more emotional than I expected. And now at this point, I just don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do, but I don't know what to do at the same time. Like, I know cheating on my husband is wrong, but at the same time, I have really deep feelings for this other man, and I'm in love with two men at the same time, and it's very difficult.
What's difficult about it for you?
Well, because I love my husband.
You don't. Hold on. You don't. And you have hurt him. So that ship sailed. Like, what's hard about it?
I just don't know what to do at this point. My husband doesn't know what's going on. The other gentleman does know that I am married, and I don't want to leave my husband, but I don't want to break things off with this other gentleman either.
So let me give you another side to this, okay? So, Number one, I don't think you love your husband. I don't. I think you love the idea of the security that 7+ years of quasi-stable relationship brings. I also think deep down you understand that you are with somebody of so little character that he doesn't mind blowing up another family so he can hook up with somebody. So I think you found yourself in a pretty dicey moral dilemma. And this isn't who you want to be, is it?
No, it's not. I've never done anything like this in my entire life.
Hold on. I don't care about that, because you are right. You are right now. We can say those kind of statements to make ourselves feel better in the moment. Let's don't do that. Let's don't try to numb over this moment.
Okay.
It sucks. And so I don't see a way where all of this doesn't end in ash. Maybe it does. If you go back to your husband, you cut this off, and you never talk to this stranger again as long as you live, ever. Mm-hmm. And your husband chooses to build something new with you, because your marriage as you know it is over. It's over. Completely burned to the ground. And if y'all choose to build something else, cool. Or you leave your husband of 6 years and you make a life with this dude, and you're always going to know he's the kind of guy that really doesn't care. He'll blow up somebody's family just to get his. It's both and, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really blame the woman, because I understand how people feel. I understand how we humans we are. So, I don't really blame her. What do you think about this video? What's your opinion? Please let us know in the comment section.